The NICU journey is an up and down roller coaster. There will be great days, there will be bad days, and there will be some okay days. But just remember, your little baby, your warrior, is so strong. Beautiful people, welcome or welcome back to my channel. So today you all finally get to meet baby Reese, so it's just exciting. So if y'all see my eyes are getting watery, it's because they are. I'm a little emotional, I can't lie, but yeah, today is the day. So I hope you all enjoy this video. Okay, I finally settled, so we're going to be going through Reese's NICU journey, and it's been a journey, so let's just get into it. I did not show y'all this box when I showed y'all the room, but it has like his name and his weight when he was born, and it says little warrior at the bottom. It's like a keepsake box, so I'm going to be going through this box with you all. This is everything, or almost everything. Some stuff is probably missing, but this is everything that he accumulated while he was in the NICU. So yeah, we are going to go through this box, and I'm going to show you all different pictures if I can learn how to show you all pictures of Reese and put it on the screen, so that way you all can actually see the picture instead of me, like, you know, showing y'all through my phone. I'm going to do that, but if not, work with me. I'm learning. I'm new to this, I ain't true to this, but thank you so much for supporting. Okay, what should we do first? Okay, let me go to my camera roll and actually go up to the very beginning. His very first picture. I don't know why I'm getting emotional. Ugh. I mean, I know why, but it's early. I have so many pictures and my phone don't make no sense. Okay, so I have the very first picture up, so let's just should we go through the box first, or should I go through the pictures? Maybe we'll do it at the same time, maybe, or maybe we just won't go through the box. I don't know, we'll see. I do want to show you all like some different clothes because they're so tiny, but I'm gonna show you. So his first picture, so remember I told y'all in my last video, so if you have not seen the last video, please go watch it. But in my last video I told you all that Reese was born. Oh, hold on, let me rewind. So Rhys Marcel, his name is spelled R-H-Y-S. It's different, it's unique. It's actually an England name, but we love it, we fell in love with it, and it actually means enthusiastic one. And his middle name, my sister, her name is Marcella, so she will tell you that I named him after her, which maybe, but his middle name, which is Marcel, means little warrior. His middle name means little warrior. That's mommy warrior, okay? And we had his name picked out, and it's so crazy that that's his name and he is literally a warrior. But okay, so I told you all that Reese was born at 3:21, and I was not able to see him. I did not see him at all after he was born. Oh, so crazy. I did not see him at all after he was born. Right after he was born, I had to wait 3, 4, 5, 6, 4 hours after he was born to see him. So the first picture I took of him is when I, like, the very first picture that I seen of him. I told y'all that he had everything hooked up on him. And this says it was at 7:14. So literally, I did not see my baby. And I'm gonna put this picture up on the screen, hopefully. I hope I will put it up on the screen, but this is my baby at 7:14, right after he was born. Weighing 1 pound, 15 ounces. Weighing 1 pound, 15 ounces. Strong little warrior he is. The day, let's talk about the day after. And I'm going to insert a clip because being a new mom and having a baby in the NICU, not knowing what to expect. This is your first baby and my first child born early. I had no idea what to expect. I didn't know what to do. It's just so many different things that I just did not know. So the next morning, I actually go see my, well, no, I was going to see him throughout the night because I was still in the hospital. I was walking around, going to go see him. You can see him 24 hours, however long you want. So I was going to go see him, then going back to my room to pump, and then going to go see him again. But the next morning, so I go to sleep, I wake up the next morning. At the time, I did not know what it was, but he was like under a blue light. And I'm like, what's wrong with him? Is he okay? Like, not necessarily knowing what to expect, what to do, like, what's going on with my baby. But they said that is normal. Jaundice. They say that is normal for babies to have like a low jaundice count. So he just needed he just needed to sunbathe, so that way he can get that together. And he was under the light for maybe doing phototherapy for maybe 2 days, and he was okay. So anyway, let's go back to the pictures. So that was his first, and I'm gonna do the pictures week by week, so this video won't be extremely long. But that was the very first picture that I took of my baby. So when I seen Reese, this is how I saw him. Clearly, when you're looking at this picture, you can't even see his face for real. And it's just so crazy. Here's another picture of him. This is the day after. This is in the morning time. Look how little he was. It's like you can see through him. He's rubber. Like, isn't that crazy? Like, look at my baby. He just came a long way. Oh my goodness. Mouth wide open. I do want to show you all. So this diaper that he has on, this diaper was too big for him. And I actually have the diaper, so I can show you all how tiny it is. Look at this. Look at my hand. Let me take this off. Look at my hand. Look at the diaper. Isn't this crazy? Like, what? And this was too big for him. Like, when we had to change him, we had to fold it for him to even fit it. Wow. Wow. Like, what? This is just so crazy. So crazy. So, yes. That's the day after. And I'm actually going to, we had a scare. And this is why I've been getting emotional, because I didn't necessarily, like I said, being a new mom, I didn't know what to expect. He had to get emergency, like it was an emergency situation where he had to get incubated that next morning, one day after life. a few hours after life, he had to get incubated. And I was recording because I didn't know what was going on. So I did record, and they were giving him CPR. Like, it was just, I don't even know what was going on in my mind at the time. I don't know. I do not know. But it was, I'm happy that the situation occurred during rounds. And rounds mean, for people who does not have a preemie baby, or is not familiar with like the NICU, every morning and night, but every morning, doctors and nurse practitioners, they come around and they do rounds on each child. And for each child, they just basically, it's a day-by-day process to see what steps needs to be taken so that the child can progress, or what needs to be taken away so it can help the child, like just different things of that nature. So they were doing morning rounds when the doctor came to check on him, and when she checked, she could not hear, he wasn't breathing. And I'm like, what's going on? And it was just like, I don't even know how to describe what I was feeling at that moment. I'm gonna insert the clip. Hopefully I can insert the clip, but I'm gonna insert the clip so y'all can actually see like what was going on. It was so many nurses and so many doctors around. Like, you can tell it was a serious situation, and I had no idea like what to do. I don't know. Like, it's just so scary. So scary. But they did ended up, because when he was first born, he was immediately on CPAP. He did not need to be on a ventilator, which they thought was wonderful, that he's breathing like this on his own, and he's just on CPAP. However, when he had that emergency situation the next morning, they had to vent him, so they incubated him. He had to be on a ventilator. So this is the picture the next day, my strong little baby. This is the picture of him on the ventilator. So if you see this, if you can see, I'm gonna just, this is him on the ventilator. Completely different, like, you know how you just feel, or I don't know if you know, but you just feel like, okay, my baby is doing good, he's doing better than what they even expected, that's great. And then it's like a setback. He had to be on a ventilator. So many emotions going through your head, like, dang, he was just doing good, what's going on? This is my baby, like, what's going on with my baby? And I'm gonna just tell you, for moms who've been through it, you know. For moms who have to go through it in the future, the NICU journey is an up and down roller coaster. There will be great days, there will be bad days, and there will be some okay days. But just remember, your little baby, your warrior, is so strong. We are the ones that's a mess. These little babies are some fighters, okay? But okay, I just had to say that because it's just, I don't know. So this is my baby the next day, under doing phototherapy, getting his sun back. If you can see that, my little baby. And yeah, so also through his NICU journey, you know how it's common for babies to lose weight after they're born. But when you're a 1 pound 15-ounce baby and you're losing weight, it's just like, okay, son, I need you to pick up the weight. So I was obsessed. Like, when I say obsessed, I was obsessed with my baby's weight every single day, because when he was in the NICU, they weighed him every day. So I'm calling, having the nurses call if I'm not there, or if I'm not weighing them with them, how much do he weigh? Because I need to know. Is he gaining? Is he losing? And that's still an up and down roller coaster, but I just was fixated on that. So yeah, I did not tell you all that So he was born on November 10th, and I could not hold him at all. You couldn't hold the baby. I think you had to give it a week to even hold your baby. So I wasn't even able to hold him. My very first time holding my baby, holding my son, was November 17th. Can you imagine just birthing a child? Well, I guess for the ones, if you have gone through this, please let me know, like, your story. Please tell me. I am intrigued to know. But going through this, you just birthed a child and you can't see him. I didn't see him for 4 hours. But then even when you do see him, you can't hold him. You can't, you know, that skin to skin connection. They say with the child is so important. I wasn't able to do any of that. If y'all hear him, he is downstairs with his dad fussing. They supposed to be watching basketball, so maybe he's opinionated on what's going on with maybe his team losing. I don't know. But yeah, I wasn't able to hold him for 7 days, and that took a mental toll on me. That alone, like, so I have a NICU baby. I have a 1-pounder. I can't hold him. I couldn't see him. It's just so much goes into a micro preemie baby. It's just so many things go into that. But here's the picture, and shout out to Vion. She became like my bestie. Her, and she has a daughter who was born a week before Reese, and they are like NICU besties now. But shout out to her because she was there when I was, well, of course she was visiting her daughter, but she was there when I was able to hold Reese. So she did take pictures. So shout out to V. Here is the picture of me holding him for the very first time. Don't judge me, y'all. When I tell y'all, when I went into labor, my lace was back here. Baby, it was, I had a bonnet on. But anyway, it doesn't matter because look at this little picture. I was finally able to hold him. It's so beautiful. So he do have some embarrassing photos too. It's so funny because I'm like, that's another thing with preemie babies, they don't really get their features. So I'm like, who do you look like? Like, what's going on? Like, oh, you ain't easy on the eyes. It's so funny, and I guess it's just me and his dad because we joke. We're jokesters, so we joke about stuff like that. But yeah, my baby wasn't looking, but now he looking. He looking like his mama. And he's handsome as ever. So yeah. But I showed you all the picture of his diaper, a micro preemie diaper that he could not fit, which is crazy. So I'm just going through my camera roll just to see. And his dad, let me see, his dad was able to hold him 2 days after I was. So we didn't want to necessarily put him, because he's so tiny, so fragile, and he's hooked up to everything. So when you do hold him, it takes a team to get the baby on you. I was able to, I mean, probably because it's just a mother's instinct, but I picked him up, and while a nurse or two grabbed his cords and everything, and then I had to walk slowly to the chair, sit down slowly, and then they had to tape his cords and everything to the chair so they won't move. It's just a lot goes into holding him. So my first time holding him was not his dad's first time holding him. We kind of like, once we were able to hold him, we kind of like took turns with holding him, so that way he wouldn't be too overwhelmed. We didn't want to overstimulate him, especially when he was just so tiny. You know, he was tiny. My baby was little. So this is actually his dad first time holding him, and it's so crazy because look at his dad's hand. His hand is like the size, don't judge us now, We just had a baby. Early at that, okay? But look at his hand. Like, his hand is the size of my baby. My little baby. So, yeah. Let's see. Christmas was coming up. You know, he was born November 10th. So, I did... Oh, let me rewind. Let me just go through the camera roll and chill. Let me relax, okay? Go through the camera roll. Let's see. Okay, this is a picture. I don't care. I say he was smiling. He was smiling. But look at this picture. I just feel like he was smiling. He was definitely smiling. Or at least I feel like he was. So let's talk about his problems, because I did keep a log of everything that he had to endure during his NICU journey. So let me go to his log. As you can see, if you can see, I literally kept a log for every single day that he was in a NICU. I was not playing. Like, I was that type of mom. Like, okay, what's going on? Even if I wasn't able to be there, which is crazy actually, because I was there every single day. I don't know how I did it. I don't know. I have no idea how I did it. But when I tell you that it was a shift, although I was on maternity leave, that's a whole nother conversation. Although I was on maternity leave, I was at the hospital with my child from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. every single day. So that was I was one of the nurses, okay? I was his nurse. But his lowest weight, because they went by grams, so he was born at 882 grams. His lowest weight that he got down to was 725 grams. So let's see, he did lose weight. You know, it's a process, it's a journey. 725 grams to pounds, that's 1.5 pounds. So he got down to 1.5 pounds. So not too bad. 81 pounds, 80 ounces, but 9 ounces. But yeah. And another thing, when it's a preemie, they don't eat like a regular baby. First of all, he has a tube down his throat, so he was eating like little bitty portions of food. So he was eating like one milliliter per feeding, and he was getting fed, let me see, 3 milliliters. 4 days after birth, he was eating 3 milliliters per feeding, and he was getting fed every 2 hours. And over time, I guess feeding became a struggle for him. So they will do what's called a bolus feed. Like, it's a tube down his throat. So when they were feeding him, they just hooking it up, clipping it on, or holding it. I have a picture actually of me feeding him for the very first time. Because I was not scared actually to do anything with my baby. I was always, yes, I'll do it. Let me see. I'm gonna find that picture and put it right here. But yeah, I was like holding a little tube, and even when I was the very first time that I was able to hold him, here's another picture where I am feeding him. So I'm just holding the tube and it's going down to his belly to make him full. So as the feedings increased, he started having episodes. So I guess I could have jumped right into this. So episodes, apnea, bradyia, so they call them Brady's, where, and DSATs. So he was having, it's basically where, whew, So it's basically where his heart isn't beating. Basically, he stops breathing, or he's not breathing. His heart is beating fewer than 60 beats per minute. I googled it so I can give you all the correct the correct example, but it's basically like a faint heartbeat, and basically he's having trouble breathing. He wasn't breathing the way that he should, or he just needed a lot of help. He kept having those episodes as his feedings increased. So one night, he had over 20 episodes of him not breathing. Like his alarm is dinging because he is having Brady's, and of course along with a Brady comes desat, so his oxygen is dropping. So his nurse definitely asked him, like, hey, we need to do something about this. I don't know what happened to my camera. Okay. Hey, we need to do something about this. So they switched his feeding over to a pump. So them switching his feeding over to a pump, meaning that they will started feeding him every 3 hours. So they'll give him the feeding, but it'll be over a course of an hour. So they'll put it in a pump, and then it'll just go, but it'll just go a little at a time to go into his belly instead of getting him so full. Because also he was throwing up. It was just a lot with his feeding. He wasn't able to eat the way that a normal, or term, I'm not gonna say normal because my baby is normal. He wasn't able to eat like a term baby, and sometimes term babies have issues as well, but he was just having a lot of difficulty with that. Another problem, they called it, that he had along with the Brady's and desats, and they also give babies caffeine for that, micro preemies or preemies in general, caffeine for that. I did not know that. So he always had his daily coffee, and it basically just tricks the mind to make them breathe. Like, hey, oh, you gotta breathe. You gotta breathe. So he was getting coffee. Well, he was getting his little caffeine every day. So that way he can remember to breathe. And I'm just scrolling down. Okay, let me show you all this picture. This picture, and it's so crazy that this picture right here is Reese, right? I have this outfit in here. I really hope I do. Where is it? Yes. This is the outfit that he had on. Look at this. What? Look. I'm going to keep this on the side, so when y'all meet him, because I'm going to go get him from his dad. So when y'all meet him, y'all can see, like, he is so much bigger than this. This was my baby. Oh my goodness. It's just so crazy to see, like, to look through it. I'm keeping this for him so that way I can show him, like, look how tiny he used to be. And I'm going to just tell him, he's going to be like, no, I wasn't. And then I have proof. So yes, you was. So yeah. So that picture is just so crazy to me to see, like, what? And I love this right here, and he's smiling on it too. He was rocking a NICU like a boss. I just love this picture so much. It's just the cutest little thing. What other, let me go to his my chart so I can think. I should have wrote this down, but I'm like, I remember clearly. I need to so I'm just looking at all of his problems, or so that they put problems, but I like the things that he struggled with. And I will say, like, I guess I wouldn't. I'm gonna just go off the dome because this is real. This is raw. This is us. But another thing, it had me distraught. Like, I was crying, and okay. Anyway, So so Reese, his blood is low, so he's anemic, and of course as a preemie, because they say preemie and even adults and even children sometimes need blood transfusions. But just to hear that, and then he's also so tiny and he is getting blood from somebody that, I don't know, it was a lot to process. And although nurse is telling me preemies get it all the time, it's still, I don't want him to get it. I know he needed though, so I'm gonna let him get it, of course. But it's just like, I don't know, it just made me sad. It made me so sad. So I was bawling my eyes out. So he did end up needing a blood transfusion, but by the grace of God, he only needed one blood transfusion. And they typically say that if babies need one, they will eventually need another. But his blood dropped so low that he definitely needed a blood transfusion. But he just had that one blood transfusion, and we do get CBCs, which is complete blood counts, from his pediatrician, just to make sure that his blood is good continuously. We still get those, but his blood work comes back fine each time. So I was distraught. I was a complete mess, but he just needed one blood transfusion throughout his whole NICU journey, and he was in the NICU for 69 days. Imagine having a baby, and well, I can't even say imagine, because some of you have been through it. So please share your stories in the comments, DM me, follow me on Instagram, tell me your stories, do something, like, I just want to know. I want to know everything. And it's just a whole different community, and these babies are some fighters. So yeah, he did have to have a blood transfusion that went well. I was so scared to hold him afterwards, so I did not hold him that day, but I was there the entire day with him, just being by my baby's side, like, yeah. So he got a blood transfusion. I did, around Christmas time, he was moved. So I'm going to insert a video here somewhere. I'm going to insert a video because he graduated from the small baby unit. So when you're a micro preemie, they put you in what they call a small baby unit. And once you're doing good and you're growing, then you graduate. You graduate to a different pod. So it's different pods. You graduate to a different pod, so that way it's basically one step closer to the door.
Okay, Reese, December 8th, 30 weeks.
Graduating.
Moving out of the small baby unit into the bigger boy pod.
Ingrid, can you get the door?
Oh, yeah. In line.
Trying to keep us in shape.
Ready to pee, but just to run all over the floor.
Corner pocket. 60.
The penthouse suite.
Yeah, sunshine, here we come.
Yeah, I have to see the sun. Where's Whatever the... comes out of me, sorry. It's a little better. It may.
Okay, buddy.
Here we go.
His new home for a little while.
And yeah, so he was one step closer to the door. I'm going to insert that video of the nurses moving him. I got so emotional. I didn't even want him to be moved. I was just scared of change, but everything happens for a reason. And we loved his corner, his presidential suite that he got moved to. He had his own room, so I did decorate for Christmas. I'm going to show you all that in a clip here as well. It's just beautiful. My camera is about to die, so let me see. What else? You know what? I'm going to just basically at the end of this, so my camera won't die and I have to come back, I'm going to just show you all a clip of Reese's NICU journey. I'm not going to run my chops anymore. I'm going to just yeah, I'm going to just let you all see Reese progress and progression throughout his NICU journey. I'm going to put together a few pictures, show it at the end, and then I'm going to let you all meet baby Reese.
When I first laid eyes on you, when I heard your heartbeat too, oh, I never knew I could witness an angel so beautiful. From the very moment you arrived, I felt something new inside. I developed a love that was so unconditional, and I promise to give you everything that I have. There's not a dream in this world you can't accomplish or grasp. I will cross any ocean before I let you land. Mama's head and never let go. Just hold on to mama's head and never let it go. I'll never let nobody hurt you, give you the world. You deserve it, teach you how to treat a woman, let you know you're gonna be something great. I want you to shine so bright. Oh, you can do anything but right. I see that there is a star inside you. I'm so glad you're in my life. I promise to give you everything that I have. There's not a dream in this world.
Are you ready for the world to meet you? Come on.
I will cross any ocean before I let you land. Just hold on to mama's hand and never let it go.
Say hello.
And never let it go.
He looking at his dad, y'all.
Mama's head and never let it
Say,
go.
my name is Rhys. Say, I'm Big Rhys, not the little boy. Hi. Yeah. What's up? What's up, Papa? Should do he look like me, or do he look like his dada?
Hold on to my hand. Hold on to my hand.
Cheese.
Never let it go. Ooh, yeah. Son, hold on to my hand.
Oh, so y'all, I showed y'all. Oh, you farting in my hand. I showed y'all his. Oh, he stinks so bad. Oh my goodness. Oh, you stink. I showed y'all this. So look at this. I showed y'all the picture when he had this on. Now look at him. Let me scoot back. Look at him. Look at him. Look. Bubba. We can't even put an arm in this. He can't even put an arm in this. Look at this. Oh my goodness. I'm so proud of you. Yeah, you did go up. So yes, everybody meet baby Reese. Say hi. And mommy baby. He just be chilling, y'all. I love him so much. I love you so much. Mwah. What else can I show y'all? Oh, let's compare the diaper to him. This ain't going nowhere but around his leg, okay? It's just so crazy. And here's his footprints. Yeah. You see your footprints? Do your tiny footprints? Yeah, it's yours. These your footprints. He looking so interested. He's so funny. Oh, I forgot to show you all his umbilical cord. And it's so crazy because it's so little. So little. So yeah. I'm going to give Reese Pop back to his dada. See you later. Say bye-bye. Good job, big baby. Okay, y'all. So I showed y'all his preemie diaper. So I'm going to go through his diaper journey. Micro preemie. Preemie. And then newborn. This, when they changed him to this, was so big on him, but this clearly was so small on him. So they had to make do what it do. And this is newborn. So this is, should I put it this way? Maybe. This is his journey. And he is now in size 1s. So this is what he wear now. So let's just, my baby went from this to this. It's big Reese, not the little one. Okay? This to this. Mommy is just so proud of her baby. I'm super excited. Yeah. So again, I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel and comment and like this video. I'll see y'all in the next video. I love y'all. Bye.